Well, hello, fellow film fans, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, Tyler's Real Movie Talk. And in this video, I am going to be reviewing 2010's Predators film. Now, as promised, I am getting all these Predator films done right ahead of the release of the new Predator film coming out tonight, September 13th, for early screenings. Of course, it comes out everywhere tomorrow, September 14th, on that Friday. But before we get into all that, I do gotta say, if you're a fan of movie talk, movie reviews, and really everything of that nature, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below, which will notify you anytime I have any new content coming out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right into this Predators review. So what did I think about this movie? Look, I definitely enjoyed this movie, and I definitely think it was a very much needed step up from the second movie. Now, those of you who have been following these reviews from me know that the second movie just didn't do it for me. There was just too much lacking. The story just wasn't there. Now, this movie, what it does is it brings this franchise back to the roots, and it brings it really back to the Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator, you know what I mean? Going to the jungle, having the Predators in the jungle, having this group of, you know, kind of like soldiers, you know, being hunted, which I thought was a very interesting dynamic. And I'm really, like, I've heard some people say they're upset that they went this route and they rehashed the first one like this, but I wasn't. You know, after the disappointment of the second one, you kind of wanted to see something familiar like the first one again. So I was definitely glad that they did that in this movie. So I am definitely not a hater of the fact that they went back to the roots of the first movie and went back to what made this successful. Now, there's a lot of good things about this movie that I really enjoy. First of all, the action of this movie is pretty good, and it's pretty intense, and you just have to enjoy it. You know, as a fan of action movies, I thought the action of this movie was really good. And not only that, I thought the visuals that we get with the action in this movie were pretty good. They're not bad at all, and I think the visuals overall are really good, especially when that team finds out that they're not even on, you know, the planet they thought they're on. They're not even on Earth anymore. They're just on some random planet when they see all those other planets. That's an amazing visual, I thought, and I thought it was really well done from the director there. Now, also, I did enjoy the cast of the film, and mainly when I say that, I mean, like, the characters of the film and really the main team's, you know, dynamic. They're all vastly different, but they're kind of the same, and it leads to a lot of good comedic elements of this movie as well, because, I mean, they're just, all of these guys on this team are just kind of completely insane. And speaking of the cast, I do got to bring up Adrien Brody. I really enjoyed him in this movie. Now, I was one of the people back when this movie first got announced. I was skeptical as him being the lead of this film, but definitely after watching this movie, that skepticism was definitely silenced, because he did a well enough job to take this movie home. And that's really the whole cast. Like, this isn't the greatest cast you could get out there, but they are definitely all very much good enough to get this movie home, and they definitely do a good job in this movie. Now, also a good thing about this movie is there is a little twist at the end, and you may or may not see it coming. I know people who did see it coming. I know people who didn't see it coming, but there is a few little twists towards the end there. A few little things that happen that maybe you didn't think were going to happen, or a few things that happen that you didn't think it would turn out that way, you know what I mean? So overall, it's a pretty enjoyable film, and I do gotta say, I do like it much better than the second one. It's up there with the first one for me, but it's probably still my second favorite. But overall, a really entertaining film, and would definitely recommend that you all see this movie, especially if you're planning on seeing The Predator this weekend. But that's what I thought about Predators. Definitely know what you guys thought about Predators in the comments below. Did you guys like it? Did you not like it? Why or why not? And do you agree or disagree with some of my takes on this? I want to hear all of your opinions on this, and if you guys like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up and share on all of your friends. But with all that out of the way, thank you for watching.